finisher he's becoming.
Lane, Oladipo. Oh, that's right. You better mean mug after you dunk on somebody that way.
Gonna run it down. He goes with it. Adebayo for the win.
Yeah! Welcome to the 5 Reasons Sports Post Game Show, aka the Post Up on 5R. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd, and I am joined today by my guy, Gadiel Cartagena, and 3 members of the illustrious Kang Gang.
Hey, we back, baby.
My boy Kendall, my boy Threat, and the man Brian is the king himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, we kicked somebody's best team in the NBA's ass today by a score of 123-100. We got it all from everybody. Just being honest with y'all, man. We got it all from everybody. So I ain't gonna settle y'all down with any one player in particular. Get to the back of the bus. You're going last. Kendall, we started with you today, brother. Give me your thoughts on the game.
I mean, well-rounded game, well-rounded performance by everybody involved. I mean, you got a little bit of everything from everybody. Yurt was doing his thing on the boards. Tyler started off slow, picked it up. And shout out to that boy Dunk. You know what I'm saying? He know what them days are approaching. The CEO of the countdown, Gad right there, has been counting down them days, and he picking up his game because he already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Them school shooters did school shooter things today. Not one of them was off. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it was not too long ago. Them boys out here really, really holding down their people, and we benefiting from it. They shooting like, hey man, they shooting like it's a race war out there, and they ain't shooting to miss. So shout out to the school shooters. Good performance. A lot of coach out there, you know what I'm saying? Grit and grinding out there. So great win. Great win. That boy muted.
Still muted.
Still muted. Boy made an epic return, and he crashing and burning right before our eyes. Thank you, Proud by Pack, for the $2 donut. That boy said hashtag "Le boy feeling good." Le boy feeling good. You hear me? Speaking of that, the game today, my thoughts on the game today. Hey, them shooters back, man. Them sniper gang is in full effect. Them boys look like they were straight out of Broward with the Kodak. You know what I mean on. We saw Duncan get in his bag. And, you know, I slandered Duncan a lot. No slander for me tonight, man. That boy was in his Duffy. That boy was shooting like he got something to prove. And, you know, that really touched my heart. Tyler Herro, what more can I say, man? He is him. Himothy Herro, man. Whenever you see that boy, you know it's going to be a problem. Strus, you know, he always lose, man. He like a thought. He always lose. Shout out to that boy, man. I love that boy Strus too, man. Hey, it's a well-rounded W. I seen a lot from my boy Yurt, Lil Uzi Yurt. Not only on the boards, but the passing today. That boy looking like, you know what I'm saying, a little Draymond-ish. I don't know. We might have something there.
Can you horse hear me?
Unfortunately.
Oh, ain't no unfortunately, goddamn. I'm sorry. I missed everything you said, and I don't know if you was finished, but I'm gonna stop you while I'm talking. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening with my mic. Anyways, what you said, Threat? Give me a synopsis, bro. Give me a cliff notes.
Oh no, man. I was just talking about them shooters being back in full force, man, and how we looked elite. And seeing a complete package from Yurt, man. Not just scoring or the rebounding, but passing. He looked different passing. I just want him to be a little bit better defensively, and that's gonna come with time. That's gonna come with reps. You know what I'm saying? Experience. But overall, man, it's a great performance, man. No slander for me, dog. Come on, we went in there into their house, dog, without our 2 best players and did what we had to do, man. Come on, highway robbery.
I think we did more than enough. King, Brian, what were your thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, man, this was a well-rounded win, like a true definition of a team win. You know, y'all basically said everything I was going to say, but I got to say that might have been the worst defense from the Phoenix Suns I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't know how you see Tyler Herro, Strus-Robinson, and Max Strus and just totally forget to guard any of them on the 3-point line. And hey, props to them for making their shots. Like it felt like basically everyone today was the best version of themselves. But when another team doesn't really respect you as NBA players, I guess that's easy. So I'll take it. That was a fantastic night, fantastic win without, again, half of our team, no Jimmy Butler, no Bam, and they blew out the best team in the NBA. So what more can you say?
Man, I've said it once. I said it 1,000 times. He gonna blow that shit out. It just is what it is. Thank you, James Todd, for the $5 dono. He said, best win of the season, period. Super proud of the squad tonight. Price of the brick at an all-time high. Yes, indeed. Shout out to the boy Twan, man. The price of the brick done went up again. We're going to have to get my dog on here so he can let y'all know what the numbers look like. You feel me? Gadiel Cartagena, man. Tell me your thoughts on the game, man. How you feeling right now?
I mean, anyone could have seen this game coming from a mile away, right? I definitely was super confident when we were talking on the last post-game show. Sure. I didn't say that, this was a scheduled loss or whatever. No, like, I'm really proud of Duncan for playing the way that he has because we've talked negative about Duncan multiple times. Super proud of him.
Dad. I never said.
No, Brian, you hold steady.
Yeah,
you held steady. Credit to you.
Yeah.
Credit to Brian, the Duncan stand, the KZ stand on this stream. But no, he played really well, and this is what we need to see from him. Like, just be confident. Don't hesitate. Play your game. And then he started getting into his bag a little bit. That little brown paper bag that we talk about, he started getting into. He had the left-handed finish over JaVale McGee from like we're like 10 feet away. That was really nice. So Duncan played really good. We need more of that from him. Doesn't need to be like that every single night. But man, what a win. They're not wrong. What a win. We really just took it to the Phoenix Suns. Like, we had Cliff Paul, Devin Booker, the foul merchant, and I don't know, Bahamian Bismack Biyombo, and we took him to the woodshed today. That was crazy. I did not expect this. There you go. Cliff Paul.
That boy trash. I fucking hate him. I don't know what he gets under my skin, bro. I hate him, and I love the fact that we made that motherfucker look pedestrian out there today. But I do want to focus on our shooters because this is something interesting. Like, I don't necessarily want to go the same route that we customarily go individual players right now. I want to talk about this rotation a little bit because Max Strus has kind of entered his starting lineup for the past 2 games with Duncan coming off the bench, and I've said it a couple of times. I am really, really, really enjoying bench Duncan right now. But before I let you guys get your things off, we got 507 people in here. Thank you guys so much for watching, being in here with us as always. But we want to make sure we thank the primary sponsor of the 5 Reasons Sports postgame show, and that is Aggressive Insurance. If you guys have any insurance needs, please visit insurancebylynette.com. or give her a phone call at 954-581-8800. She's doing a promotion right now where if you mention 5 Region Sports, when you call her, she'll give you a free vacation voucher to the destination of your choice. So give her a phone call at 954-581-8800. Mention 5 Region Sports, get that free vacation voucher. We'll tell you about some more of the sponsors going forward. Kendall, let's start this conversation with you. Do you think that Max Strus being in the starting lineup has kind of motivated the Duncan that we've seen these past 2 games?
Yeah, I think so. Because Strus brings a little more just as a player as it is, and he can do more things on the court. And like, if his shot's not falling, he can be more effective just as a basketball player. So I definitely think that Duncan sees that as a threat. And he knows that it's possible that Spo will ride a hot hand. We done seen it in playoff like series in the past. We done seen him bench Shane Battier in the middle of a series, and then at the end of the series, he's in there. You know what I'm saying? Same with Mike Miller. So, like, I think it's a staple, and it knows that that your spot can get taken if you're a guy like Duncan, because he's so limited. So I do think Strus has lit a fire under his ass. Kendall better get some good. All right, Mac, for a better tomorrow. Fuck all that Duncan shit. You know why? Because he already know that the passports, they right. We just gotta wait for the shit to be like legitimate, like in legal and NBA rules. They already done hit us for tampering once, with Kyle Lowry and whatever that shit was. So Duncan already know he getting his ass packed up. We can start working on the trade packages soon. Go to, tradenba.com. Don't really use the ESPN machine. That shit ain't really legit. You can even go to tradenba.com and play with the settings so you can make the trades just to see if it's possible. So, Duncan already know what it is. Defund the Long Shot Podcast. Go to the comments and put 2 stars. And drop a negative comment to keep
Why
that
not
boy
1
on
star?
point.
Might as well go all in, right? Like,
Because
what's the rationale behind that? It's like
because
fuck
he's
him, but
still
not
here.
really.
My boy can't get 3 stars tonight, y'all. Not finna talk about Duncan like this tonight.
5 stars for the night. 5
That's
stars.
what I'm saying, bro. Duncan Robinson.
I mean,
tonight,
hey, I'm only
27?
talking about it because the motherfucker told me what I better do.
Yeah.
So once he tell me what I better do, that's
I knew where that was going. But
we going opposite.
But no, I want to make sure that we keep on this topic before they get you too far fast. But I want to talk, Brian. I'm gonna throw this to you. I asked Kendall about the motivation but overall, I like the combination of Tyler Herro and Duncan Robinson off the bench. Do you think there should be a more permanent solution to what we're doing, or do you believe eventually we should get back to the Duncan in the starting rotation?
Eventually, you know what? I'm gonna say I think Duncan should be in the starting rotation eventually. If I just don't trust defensively Tyler Herro and Duncan Robinson off the bench. Today it somehow worked. Like they played a 2-3 zone with Tyler and Duncan at the top of it, and somehow it was successful. But long term, you can't, man. It's just the numbers have shown that they're not great together. But Duncan does look comfortable off the bench, and I thought that would be the opposite. Like I thought if his mental was here, well, actually probably like here, like off the bench, it would have been all the way down here. So, hey, props to him for bouncing back. I think the thing with Duncan we've seen is just inconsistency. Like I don't know if I trust it yet. He's had games. He's been able to string together a couple of good games here and there, but I got to see more of it. I don't trust it. The brown paper bag. Duncan. Oh, I'm sorry. There's no clap for us. Duncan was a beautiful bum. The unidentified celebrity review. Thank you for $5 donation. Super consistent.
Most consistent member of the 5 Reasons Sports Network, even though he's not a member of the 5 Reasons Sports Network. That boy on here every day with them $5, and we appreciate you. I finally found him on Twitter. It's at Lou Angels or something like that. But I found him and I followed him. That was dope. Give him a follow. 598 people in here. That's a lot of y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the 5 Reasons Sports channel. Like this video, subscribe to the network. 600 people now. We like to do this work, and we appreciate every one of you guys in here. So make sure you like it if you want to see more of our videos. Threat, where you at on the Duncan Robinson, Max Strus start bench thing?
I hope y'all knew when I came in this motherfucker, I was gonna pop my shit because y'all motherfuckers slandered the fuck out of me. My first day on this motherfucker, I said before game 1. Strus was gonna possibly unseat Duncan if he got that opportunity. And what happens? Oh, now everybody's on the bandwagon. Oh, no, you motherfuckers slandered me, and y'all wasn't on the bandwagon. But it's okay. I'm here to guide y'all. Come on, dog. Strus is him, dog. His confidence is through the roof. Like his confidence is like my confidence off the Casamigos in the middle of Tootsies, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that level confidence. From my boy Strus, you hear me? Like that's how confident he is, and that's how confident I need my shooters to be. You know what I'm saying? I slandered Dunk enough this year, and I'm not going to continue slandering him for tonight. But I do like him coming off the bench with my boy Herro. We got to see how it's going to unfold. I don't know if he's going to even be here down the stretch in the playoffs, but we're not going to talk about that right now. For right now, I do like this lineup, and I hope we keep it this way. I think we found some. Strus is a shooter, man. Come on, dog. Before this game, coming into this game, he was averaging 21 points as a starter. Come on. He's him. Stop playing with that boy. But I told y'all last, though. For real.
You did say it, bro. So we're going to give you your flowers immediately, bro. You definitely said that shit at the beginning. We all thought you were batshit crazy. Thank you, Rock St. Louis. A bunch of things that probably mean you got a lot of degrees for the $9.99. Don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's more than Ricky J. Mark JDMS.
I think we have found.
Fight back, Ricky.
Wait, Ricky, you have 24 hours to respond.
I'm telling you. Thank you for the $9.99. Don't know. And I'm pretty sure that you got something to say, bro. So if you're gonna give us money, make sure you say something. Thank you, Darius Jordan, for the $5. Don't know. He said Sunken Robinson, son, the number 2 team of the NBA. Trade value couldn't be higher. Hey, look, man, you got to strike while the iron's hot. I don't think that we should be talking about trading Duncan right now. We can't even physically do it. He had a great game tonight. Let's not trade him today. Gad, I think Threat hit on something real important, which is Strus's confidence. I think that confidence comes from Strus being put in a role where he has been a number one option before. And you can see that based on the fearlessness in the shots that he's willing to take. And I think that subtle difference is what is kind of separating the way he's looked starting with in place of Duncan Robinson. Is there any credibility to that for you? Because Duncan's never been in that position where he's been the guy.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why he might have been starting, in addition to Duncan's potentially conditioning, but I feel like he got a lot of minutes tonight, is just the fact that he is so comfortable with just letting it fly. He doesn't need all these actions or whatever. He'll catch the ball, zero airspace, he's pulling it. And it's something that with Jimmy, you can generate more open looks, but with Caleb in, maybe you don't have as much confidence that you're going to get those looks. So maybe that was the reason. But Ethan tweeted out before the game. He said, this feels like a situation where Strus would get the nod and then he might not let go of it. I don't care who it is, honestly. The fact that we have two shooters like that can be this good is crazy for this team, considering we have Jimmy and Bam. But it is Strus's confidence it's tough to replicate. Like, we haven't seen a guy just pull it like that since like Dion. I want to
Philly cheese.
Yeah, like Dion. That's really it. So credit to Strus, man. He's playing great basketball and he knows it, and that's some crazy stuff.
That boy is a gun. He has not seen one shot on the basketball court that he does not like.
Can I say one thing?
You just got finished saying things.
Can I say another thing?
Sure.
What isn't it surprising that 2 days ago was a big day for some of these Heat players that went off tonight?
Man,
what was 2 days ago, Royal?
Do you know what today is? It's
anniversary.
It's anniversary. Hey, listen.
I'm just saying, makes you think.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you, the Capitol was in shambles that day, man. Thank you, Christian Carduz. Oh, boy, haven't seen you in quite some time. For the $4.99, don't know. He said, Eric John Spoelstra, I swear to the old guys and the new, if you don't play Rio when we up by 25 in the fourth, you will face accountability. Hella drunk.
He wasn't even active.
No, he was. He was in street clothes. Thank you, Nick Ordonez, for the $1.99, don't know. He said, what does Spo do with Yurt when everyone is back? I think that's a good question. Let's explore it. With the way that Yurt has been developing his game, it's been fast as shit, to be honest with you. Like, his development has been off the charts crazy. Where the hell did Brian go and how long has he been gone?
That just happened.
I'm sorry. There you go. But yeah, with the way that Yurt has been developing, personally, I don't see him replacing Dedmon for that backup center role. I just don't believe that he can replicate that experience and just the comfortability that so many of the players on the team have with Dedmon. But I could be wrong. Maybe Yurt's potential may have Spo thinking differently. Gad, what are your thoughts on the issue?
I think it might be time to revisit some of the roles that we used to have for some players in the 2019-2020 season, where you had a big that would play for like 10 to 12 minutes with Bam, maybe play a little bit bigger. Not saying that we have to. You can play small or you can play big. But I do want to say it makes you have a lot more versatility now where you could potentially play Dedmon, give him his normal minutes, and then also have minutes where he plays with Bam at the same time. And then when both of them are not on the floor, you can have Yurt play for like 8 to 10 minutes a game. It's a possibility because Yurt's showing you a lot of stuff. Like tonight he didn't really score all that great, but this was probably his best game in a Miami Heat uniform, which is crazy because he's had statistical better games. But he was dominating the paint against DeAndre Ayton. That's not easy. DeAndre Ayton was pretty much the X factor for the Suns to make it to the finals last year. And what Yurt did tonight, like, I don't want to understate that. I understand they were coming back from protocols and whatever. No, Yurt played a great game, and he's earning his chops. Do I think he gets minutes over Dedmon? No. Dedmon's smarter defensively. So, like, maybe you can have Dedmon on, like, a little bit of a shorter leash, but he's earned his minutes. Like, I'd have no problem with that. But you have a serviceable third big, which is a huge win. We didn't know we had that before.
I mean, to be honest with you, he's looking more than serviceable, guy. He looks like it's almost like he's forcing Spo's hand into when they get this full roster. Like, you still have to play me.
Play big. We play better when we play big. The numbers support that.
They do. But I think the one thing that's going to have to change in order to make that work is Bam is going to have to shoot next to Yurt if he comes back and he plays that. Like,
what if Dedmon shoots? I don't think it's a Yurt and Bam situation. I think it's a Dedmon and Bam situation because Dedmon is shooting unreal as a trailer. Like, above the break, he can shoot the three.
Yeah, let me get to this dono and then we'll pass that around the table a little bit. Thank you, Darius Jordan, for the $10 dono. He said $10 for you guys. Appreciate you, Cap. He said also Rio was in street clothes. Chalmers 2-time champion, Lowry 1-time champion, CP3 none. It's my favorite stat amongst those 3 players that I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Threat. Tell me, man, how you see this big man rotation shaking out when we got everybody back?
Man, it's a good ass conversation to have, and I'm happy that we have this situation that we have unfolding right here, dog. Honestly, I like the thought of the 2 big man rotation, but the only issue is you're seeing high level play from PJ Tucker. So when do you actually get to see that development happen between a Bam and Yurt lineup? I'm not sure because we're not unseating PJ at the 4 right now, especially not in the starting lineup. You can't. I mean, he's playing worth his contract right now. So I do like the thought of it. I just don't know how it's gonna work. It sounds good on paper, but I just don't know how it's gonna play out on the court. Maybe in that second unit, the problem with the second unit is we already lack defense, and you can't throw Yurt in there with Tyler Herro and Duncan Robinson. We already struggle right then and there. So I don't know exactly how we're gonna fit that situation or that scenario in, honestly. But I do like the thought of it.
Yeah, stagger. But then you run into the issue of you have too many people that have to play.
Oh, I'm just talking regular season, like playoffs. This is not.
Yeah, playoffs is not a conversation.
Oh, okay. This is a regular season conversation.
Yeah. There's no way Yurt 7 is playing in the playoffs. Like he's not going to get any minutes.
All these guys we love are going to get their minutes shrunk one way or another. Like we're running 9 in the playoffs at most.
Yeah. Right. Your mic got muted, Threat.
Oh, you can hear me now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
We're running 9, but I do think a lot of the games are going to come down to situational things, supposed notorious for that, like Kendall said, obviously. So I'm not going to sit here and say Yurt is definitely not going to play in the playoffs. I honestly don't know that. Didn't we see KZ at one point last year?
Sadly.
You never know.
That's true. Brian, I think one of the biggest benefits that Yurt has had has been Kyle Lowry, and I kind of want to tie in some of tonight's games to what we're talking about because Kyle Lowry is phenomenal. Like the way that man has been able to help Yurt's development by putting him in positions where he gets the ball in his areas of strength. And he's doing it to everybody. That's what's being lost in all this. The way we're able to do this without our 2 best players is that Kyle Lowry is optimizing where everybody's getting the goddamn ball and putting them in position to be able to score. Same thing with Yurt 7. How do you see this shaking out with the big man when everybody gets back? Do you see that being playing to Yurt's advantage, how well he plays with Kyle Lowry, or when Bam gets back, it won't matter?
I think that it should. I mean, again, it's more of an in theory thing. Like I think that Yurt 7 definitely has earned minutes, and I think that his chemistry with Kyle Lowry is extremely valuable. But I think it just comes down to a trust thing with Spo. Like I think that as soon as Dedmon is back and is able to play, he's gonna get the nod. Like I mean, you guys mentioned it. It really comes down to one of Bam or Dedmon being able to shoot. I just don't see Bam adding that to his game, at least in game yet. And I don't see Dedmon all of a sudden, increasing his volume on threes. Yurt 7, I guess technically maybe can shoot, but that's not going to happen in games, I don't think. So it might be like Gad mentioned, it might be one of those things where Dedmon just has a shorter leash, but outside of that, I think he's just going to sit until, the days where Bam or Dedmon, can't play because of injury or whatever. And then, he'll get the nod. But outside of that, I think he's going to sit.
Yeah, I think so too. Kim, I saw that smile on your face. I know what it is now. The robo bitches in here. Y'all see them. Y'all see them. I'm finna block your ass. You want to see my tits? Go ahead, Kendall. You jump in on this big man conversation. How you see that thing shaking out?
Like someone commented, and like when the question was proposed, I definitely thought like what we seen from Yurt, it just guarantees like that Dedmon can be on a like low management from the here on, like to the rest for the rest of the season. Like it just guarantees it because it's like there's no reason why you have to play him every game, like from here on out. Based off of what Yurt was giving us, I don't see him getting on the court in the playoffs. Like, even though I know like Spo, he will switch stuff up, but that I don't know. That just seems too extreme for me because I don't know. Like you say, I see Spo going to PJ at the 5 before like trusting a Yurt 7. But definitely in terms of like the impact on the rotation, he's earned minutes. Like his rebounding has just been too good. Someone said he just camps in the lane, like so his numbers are inflated. Whatever the fuck that means. I just know that man grabbed rebounds.
That's
like
rebounding.
you know what I'm saying?
Rebound.
Exactly. You can't rebound the ball like all the time, like the way he does from like the elbow. So it's like the man is doing his job. They simplified it, like you say. Lowry has definitely simplified him getting when he gets the ball and like what he has to do with it. Even though he has taken it up a notch, like Threat mentioned. I mean, the man to make some crisp passes, like he even had his back to the basket and like watching the screen like action at the free throw line to like make the next pass. So it's nice to see. The man definitely has a role from here on out to the rest of the season, and it just means that Dedmon should be fresh.
So thank you, Jonathan McNamara, for the 333. Though no, that's a lot, bro. Like that's a tongue twister. 333. Don't know. 3 ball. What is less than? I don't know.
That's a heart.
That's a heart.
Bro, you text on a flip phone.
Bro, listen, bro.
You should know that heart, bro.
Why should I know that, bro? I'm grown. I don't text like little girls.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? They got emojis. They got emojis. If he want to put a heart, tell him to put a heart.
Wait, emojis are like the replacement for this. This is some like 2000s shit.
I feel like he was trying to relate to your oldness.
I'd never texted that a day in my life.
Because he know you got to read it.
I never texted that a day in my life. Thank you for your money. Don't use emojis. We break
We had no hoes.
I had a baby when I was 18. Let's not something else. I'm saying I'm an old man at heart. Yeah, I'm gonna be 34 on January 17th. Got a game that night too. I'm gonna be on post game. Y'all give me more money that day. Fuck, I forgot what we were talking about. We were talking about the big man rotation, but that conversation was over. Let's give Tyler Herro his love, bro. Bro started 1 for 6 in this game, and I tweeted that out. And bro finished 12 for 20. It's like he read my tweet after I did that and didn't miss another shot the whole goddamn game.
You remind me of Ethan Skolnick, actually.
And I'm going to keep doing it if that shit works, Gadiel Cartagena. I promise you I will not stop.
Eating 5 then.
If he going to play like this, I will tell that boy. But see, it was objective. I just posted what he was. I didn't say anything about it. I just said Tyler Herro is 1 of 6, which he was at the time that I posted it. But after that, he was fucking fabulous. Thank you, Amp, the producer, for the $5 donut. He said Tyler put his foot on D, a book neck, and never let up. Look, everybody get a chance to take their shots in there, Tyler. Let's go with a stand. Threat, you're a Tyler stand. Go ahead and give that boy his flowers.
What can we say, man? At this point, man, it's expected. He came into this game in a slump, man. He was shooting 29%, I think, in the last 4 or 5 games or whatever. Yada, yada. Started off the game 1 for 6. A lot of the shots, I thought I was playing Call of Duty because they sounded like hand grenades coming off the backboard. Oh, God. It was that bad. But my boy Tyler Herro buckled down. You know he get up for games like this. When it's beef on the court, beef in his mind, that he gets up for the games. You know how he feels about Devin Booker, so you know he was going to rise to the occasion on this game. He gave you a big 33, but not only that, though, he gave you 3 steals with it. You know what I'm saying? He got the 5 boards, you know, the usual. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in plus minuses, but since it's a Tyler Herro, you know what I'm saying, narrative that I'm pushing right now, we're going to push the plus minus with a plus 28 on the court. He's a demigod, man. What can I say, man? Timothy Herro.
Why you had to do the love at the end?
Because that's my boy.
This little LL Cool J laugh. Thank you, and Dow B for the 250. Don't know. Said great win. Need Yurt to get the hook shot together. Yeah, he was missing a lot of little bunnies. Hey, listen, these bots going crazy. I can't kick them all out. Gadiel Cartagena, talk about my man Tyler Herro tonight.
Kind of did everything that we've been asking him to do. Like the jump shot's not falling. Get to the rim a little bit. Okay, he tried in the first half. He had some of the worst attempts at the rim I've ever seen. He got his shit sent back to Wisconsin with one of the layups from DeAndre Ayton. And after that, it was game over. Like he was the best player on the floor from that moment on. And it was not particularly close. He was crazy. And these type of moments, you need these from Herro. Like, you need him to step up. You need him to be a shot creator. You need him. He had one of the nicest passes I have ever seen for the Miami Heat, where he hit Duncan in the corner late in the first half.
Woo! At the buzzer in the first half. It was the last play of the first half.
Was it at the buzzer?
Yeah.
That is something that we have not seen from him before. So just these little things, like, can you make the game easier on yourself? And tonight he did it with Ayton, with Mikal Bridges, with Cam Johnson. Like, these dudes that are actually really good at defending, a really good defensive team, cooking them. And then at the end of the game, he saw Justin Jackson, he saw food, and he was going crazy. So credit to Herro, man. When he's feeling it like that, this team is going to be really, really tough to beat. I will say that much. Like, when his shot is falling, it doesn't need to be 33. It can be on like 20 points on like good efficiency. But when that shot is falling like that, oh my gosh, he's really tough to guard.
Yeah, it's, like I was telling somebody, I said it on Twitter, like somebody was talking about the way Tyler Herro is shooting. I was like, he shoots really hard shots. It's just a matter of whether or not they go in or whether they don't. Like, and a lot of times they go in. Tonight,
it's because he struggles to create space, man. He just doesn't have that swagger, that athleticism to create enough space. That's why his shots are so damn hard.
But one thing that was actually, this isn't credit to Herro, this is credit to Omer. The screens he was setting tonight, he had Mikal Bridges dying on the screens. Like, this has not happened over the last 10 games. I will tell you that much. Since Bam has gone out, we've really missed good screens. Deadman does it sometimes. Omer did it tonight, and we have not seen that from him. So, like, if he can set those types of screens, that completely changes the dynamic of this offense. Because
it gives Tyler Herro an opportunity to get open.
So much separation. And then from then on, I mean, if he sees a sliver of space, it's too easy. But against Mikal Bridges on any other night without Yurt playing like he did tonight, I mean, it is not pretty for us.
Yeah, thank you,
Mikal Bridges is that guy.
Thank you, Dane Letterer, for the $3 dono. He said, "Are we still trading dunks? If the right package presents itself, I'm trading whoever." Let's see. I missed another one. Oh, thank you, Arbra, for the $1.99 dono. He said, "And don't forget that Herro dunk. It was impressive. Kinda, not really."
I was about to say, look what's impressive.
What the fuck? Look, I mean, for him, look,
it was sneaky. It was sneaky, crafty, and tangible.
That was the definitely first guy in, last guy out type.
Thank you, Prime by Pack TV, for the $5 dono. He said, "I love the fact that we are 8-2 versus the top teams in the league. Nobody in media is going to talk about that. No, because LeBron James doesn't play for our team, and we aren't the Lakers." Thank you, Jonathan McNamara, for the $5 dono. He said, "LOL, you got my daughter laughing. Thanks for that. This season is so much fun, and the best is yet to come." Shout out to your daughter, man. What's up, though? How are you? Appreciate the $5 dono. Kendall, talk about Tyler Herro, please.
Tyler, I thought it was, he piqued my interest from his first play because he blocked Devin Booker from behind, and I was just like, look at that boy. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing like his fight on the defensive end, like coming into the game, and the first thing, like, he makes an impact on the defensive end. I mean, it's impressive. He definitely been struggling, like Threat said, and 1 for 6, I was ready. I was like, damn, the team gonna carry him tonight like they did in Portland, but he got his shit together. He got the sneaky athletic dunk in there, and then, like Gas said, definitely in that fourth, he started going a little crazy once they took them starters out. He was pounding that rock crazy trying to show out. But I mean, when you go 11 for 14 after starting 1 for 6, you earn that right. And he just getting the trade value up at the end of the day. We just look more enticing. Them boys just look more enticing. The white pipe, the white garden snake.
Shameless.
You know me.
You know it, bro.
I'm a hater first.
The white water moccasin.
The white garden snake. That boy was going.
Cottonmouth, come on.
Hey,
can't do that today.
The pale python, that boy was going crazy. That boy, he was Luka Doncic bag Tyler tonight conversation.
Here they go. Brian,
my people go.
You feel me? Talk about Tyler Herro, and then I'll start the next conversation with you.
All right. So honestly, after the previous couple of days where somebody who will remain nameless compared Tyler Herro to Kobe Bryant, I was prepared to come out here and slare to Tyler. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, nah, he can't have a good game after that. And I think because of that, I'm not going to give him his full.
Speaking my soul, Brian.
I know. I was like, bro, but He had a really good game today. Tyler Herro has been very, very good for a lot of the season. And I think that recently he's been struggling because of that lack of space you mentioned. I think the teams have realized that, if you press up on Tyler, it's going to be really, really difficult for him to create offense. And, you could even sometimes switch your 5 onto Tyler, and he had trouble getting past those guys, getting to the rim. But tonight, because of your screening, because of partially the Phoenix Suns' awful defensive effort, he had that space and he was able to make things happen. So props to him. Yeah, he had a really, really good night. Outplayed. I don't know if Devin Booker's his idol. I wouldn't say that, but a guy that he definitely tried to model his game after.
His little brother.
I'm not going to say that. That's a but
yeah,
no.
His spawn.
His spawn, his seed, the seed. That sounds gross.
His mentee.
His mentee. That's a better word for it.
His Padawan.
Sure.
His jit.
His jit? Nah.
Yeah,
there you go. That's the Broward.
But yeah, no. Like shout out to Tyler for getting it together after not great stretch. He played good.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to do that in the middle of you talking, but since you doesn't stop, we want to thank another sponsor of the 5 Reasons Sports Post Game Show, and that is CPTofFlorida.com. If you have a small business and you need any IT needs, they do IT consulting, IT product and services, cloud services. You see it on the screen. They do it all. So if you have a small business and you need any help with your small business, please visit CPT-Florida.com. Give them a call, mention 5 Reasons, and they have some kind of special promotion that I don't really know about, but go out there, call them. They'll give you something. Hooray. Now, let's go on to the next part of this conversation that I wanted to go to, which is a bad part. I want to slander some folks for a little bit. One person in particular. Gabe, I got a question for you before I go to Brian with this question. How many days until we no longer have to watch Chris Silva play basketball for the Miami Heat?
I feel like it should be day 10.
I feel like it should have been 3 days ago. Brian, talk about Chris Silva and the way that he plays basketball, or whatever he calls basketball.
I don't know what Chris Silva does. I don't know why he has a job in the NBA. I mean, I'm not a scout, but I think there's a reason that who was he with before he got
He was with the Minnesota Timberwolves G League team. So whatever they do, like the Wisconsin butter churners or some shit.
Awesome.
That's at night, but during the day he was at Home Depot moving boats to old ladies' SUVs.
I hope he didn't quit that job because he's not going to be with the Heat for very long. Like, Chris Silva has some moments where he shows that he's a very athletic guy. He's an athletic 6'8" person, but as far as playing basketball, nah, it's not for him.
That's okay. Heart, man. The heart, the energy, the effort, the will to win.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, for me, I would also play with a lot of heart, but it doesn't make him good at basketball. But you know what? He's a filler. Like, I get why the Heat brought him back. You know, he's there because he knows the system, whatever. But yeah, he's not an NBA player at this point. Maybe not ever. But you know what? He had a couple seasons. That's good. So props to him.
Yeah, he got millions of dollars somewhere. Yeah. Zach, I would rather eat Taco Bell chicken wings than watch Chris Silva play basketball anymore for the Miami Heat, bro. That boy, sorry. Any of y'all boys that ate them Taco Bell chicken wings?
No, I love my body roll. I will not do
Hey, love yourself, King.
I do. I would never. Silva. Anybody else got it? Anybody got any positive things to say about Chris Silva?
The end is near.
Good enough.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
Effort, man.
E for effort. I like that. Threat.
Wait, can we do an honorary 3-second countdown for him potentially playing his last game in the Miami Heat uniform?
I don't have that in the graphs. 3. So you said 3-second countdown, and you started from 1, Gad.
This is why you host the show, Royal.
Okay. Threat. Say something nice about Chris Silva.
Yeah.
He sent some of that money back to where is it from? Gabon? Gabon. Cameroon. I don't know where he's from. He sent some of the NBA money back to his family, which I think is dope.
I was say I didn't see the plane ticket when they flew his mom over here, Brian. I don't know where he's from.
He's from somewhere. I don't know, man.
Central Africa.
He's from somewhere in Africa.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good thing. All right.
He played hard. Thank you, Chris Silva. We appreciated it. Every moment of it.
Let's talk about the other 10-day guy. Kyle Guy didn't do anything. We're done talking about him.
Generic 2K player. Nothing else.
Generic 2K player, 68 overall.
No badges.
No,
None.
we talked about this the other night.
He spent all his VC on a haircut and arm sleeve.
And then he put his 3-pointer all the way up as high as it could go to 83, and that's the only attribute that
he didn't make it past the college showcase. He said, "Fuck that, I'm out of here, bro."
I'm gonna be
He's a 6th-year senior. He's taking the COVID year.
Get it together.
Only thing he's missing is a brown shirt on the court. That's the only
Telling
thing.
you, great pants and them 2K shoes on.
Oh god,
he ready for the park. Let's talk about Caleb Martin because he only scored 10 points today, but I feel like he played so much better than that. His defense, with Gabe Vincent being out, and Kendall, I'm gonna throw this to you. With Gabe Vincent being out, his defense on point guards the past 2 games, elite point guards at that, has been absolutely phenomenal and vital to these 2 wins. Talk about Caleb Martin and just how much he's grown as a player this season.
I mean, he's definitely the opposite of the Home Depot store manager in the gardening section, Chris Silver. I mean, that boy Caleb, man, I rock with Caleb because you just know, like, he fighting for his life out there. You know what I'm saying? So he know that the end was possibly near for him. So he got it out the mud. He doing everything they asked, and like you said, his defense. That man, he's rangy and athletic. So it's just like something that we really don't have in too many other players. Well, none really, other than Depot, and we haven't seen it yet, like this year. So he's very versatile, 1 through 3 that he can guard, and you just like seeing it. Like you said, he didn't score much. I mean, he had a couple threes early, and then he went quiet there. But you just never like feel like there's negatives with Caleb Martin being on the court. I almost forgot the name for a second. My bad. But yeah,
somebody called him Cody in the comments, bro, and he almost threw me off.
Cody's defense. I'm like, Cody. Yeah, but nah, Caleb is the opposite of the Home Depot store manager, and I hope that man get a full-time contract in this league because what he's done, turning himself from a fringe NBA guy into a 8-9 guy in a rotation, maybe like a 7. Like if his offense grows, is to be applauded.
Yeah. My bad. I was looking for this thing on the basketball page so I could put it up. But I think Max Strus makes more because he is a real player. And
what the hell does that mean?
That's so disrespectful.
I mean,
Caleb Martin is playing better basketball than Max Strus over the last 20 games.
Sure, that's not what I mean. Yeah, I meant like he's a real
contract.
He's a real contract player. Here, so Max Strus makes this much money. And who was the other guy?
Caleb Martin.
Cody Martin.
Caleb Martin makes this much money.
Well, since his contract got
you got guaranteed?
Guaranteed. I think he makes like equivalent to the minimum.
This much money?
If he plays the full year, yeah. Because you get paid on like a day bit. So that's for 50 games, what's on there. But since he's playing all 82, he'll be eligible for more.
There you go. Gad just helped you explain that. Y'all see the boy back here producing and hosting at the same time? Man, I'm doing my best. I don't know if y'all could have saw that because I couldn't see this screen at the same time as had that one. But whatever, bro. He said some guys have avoided COVID. Yeah, sure. We haven't. But now I think we got everybody off of the COVID list except for Marcus Garrett. Right?
Who?
So we got everybody.
So we got everybody back off the COVID list, which means this team is taking a step towards getting healthy. Here's the conversation that was happening earlier in the comments. I saw it on Twitter, and so I'm going to bring it here. The way that this team has been able to sustain this run without Jimmy and Bam is by shooting lights out from the three-point line. That is not what Jimmy and or Bam does. When they come back, the style of this team's basketball will change. Are you happy about that? We're going to start.
Jimmy got it.
Huh?
Oh.
No. Oh, you want to start? Go ahead. I'll let you start. I ain't going to cut you out, Karen.
I'm not really happy about it, but, I understand it. Like, if we want to get to where we want to go, like, per se, like, with this team, like, you're going to have to, like, have those guys in there and playing. Like, and they're going to have – I think it's more on them to find, like, ways to be effective while these guys are shooting the shots. Like
Jimmy and Butler are the same person.
You that boy out there oil.
I know what he said.
We ain't. Yeah, exactly. That boy out there. That boy out for being. So yeah, I think is especially Bam. Bam's gonna have to find his way like on offense because I mean this ball movement and these guys shooting their shots like and the shooters are shooting. It should open up stuff from him, so he should be able to do work in the paint. So I'm not really worried about Jimmy. Jimmy, like he's gonna find his. Like that's the last person I'm worried about. It's more Bam because now we done opened up another element of the team after he was already adjusting to like Kyle Lowry running the team. So it's more on Bam, I believe, and him like getting acclimated to the way these guys are playing because they really, really rolling right now.
Yeah, Brian. Do you think that it's more likely that Jimmy and Bam end up integrating themselves into the way that they play now, or do you believe that the style of basketball is going to revert back to more so of the way that it was when those two guys were in the lineup initially?
It'll probably revert, but I mean that's not a bad thing. Like it's Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Like if anything, the guys that are shooting well now should be even better with those two in the lineup. So I'm not worried about it. Like right now, it's basically as well as they played. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's basically Tyler Herro. I don't know his name first. Kyle Lowry, Tyler Herro, and a bunch of guys. So like I can't complain about getting our 2 all-stars back. Like I'm very, very happy for them to be back in the lineup.
No, for sure. Threat, you prefer this new fun style, or you prefer the old rugged beat 'em up style that we're gonna end up playing with Jimmy and Bam?
I prefer the old style, man. This new style is cool, but I mean, at the end of the day, Bam gets to the line 6 times a game. Jimmy gets to the line 8 times a game. Those are easy ass buckets, man. Way easier than those 3-point shots that are falling. A lot more consistent than those 3-point shots that are falling. And like Brian said, man, the look should be still there, if not easier, when Jimmy and Bam return to the lineup. So I got no problems playing bully ball, man. I like that style of basketball, especially when everything becomes a half-court game.
Just to kind of piggyback off what you guys saying, like I think what I'm hearing is the style of basketball that we're playing right now is good to win games in the regular season. The style of basketball that Jimmy and Bam play is good to win us games in the playoffs. Like that's how you win in the playoffs. And so Gad, I'm going to throw this to you. Yeah, guys should shoot better when Jimmy and Bam come back.
Mm-hmm.
With the minutes taking a hit, they're not getting as many opportunities. Do you believe that any of these guys or all of them will be able to sustain this shooting level?
Oh, what they're doing right now? Hell no. Like this, we went 22 of 44 tonight. You're dreaming if you think this is going to be anything consistent. Yeah. But can we get enough open shots to the point where Jimmy and Bam have enough space to work with where it's really hard for teams to guard this team? Absolutely. And the thing that we're not really taking into consideration is how much better the defense is going to be, which is going to lead to more transition, which is going to lead to even more easy buckets. So, like, it's a little bit of a trade-off where the defense, I think, is literally going to be the best in the NBA. Maybe better than what the Warriors are doing right now, although they've been insane. And the offense, it's going to be like there's going to be some ugly moments, like some Jimmy ISO moments where you're like, what the hell is he doing? And some Bam moments where the shot's not falling because it's an inefficient mid-range. But when those shots hit, it's impossible to guard. Like, you can't do anything about those shots. It doesn't matter what defense you're playing. It's just a matter of those players being on. So, I think the shooters are going to be able to do enough to maximize the offense. I just hope that we kind of acclimate to what Lowry's been doing because everybody's moving around him. We need to keep it that way. Like, Jimmy and Bam need to continue to move around him. Whether it's setting screens or cutting, keep it going. Because this movement is making all these role players spring open. Without all this movement, you're just stand still, catch, and shoot. We're not going to be that great like that. So just keep the emphasis on moving around Lowry and let Lowry run the show. Like, he's that good.
I think it'll be easier to say that like Bam and Jimmy will be in the minority because everybody has played around Lowry this way for the past couple of weeks. But it's Bam and Jimmy, so they things are going to orbit around the way that they play. So I don't know if it's going to be as much ball movement as there is now, but I think it can be.
Alex Dixon is saying, "Give me credit for that answer, bro." LOL. I don't know if there was an Alex Dixon comment before, but I'm glad we're on the same page. So.
That's not what you're going to say. Fuck you, Alex Dixon. Gad said that shit. What the fuck is you talking about? You took that Gad thing. I don't even know what he talking about. You're welcome. Damn, he made me lose my train of thought again.
That's funny because he legit said like exactly what Gad said.
Wait, what he said? What he said?
He said the defense will be #1 in the league. It's a trade-off that Spo wouldn't mind.
Damn, Alex Dixon, you had it first. Oh my god!
Fuck you, boy, for asking.
Tell you, don't be cool. Don't be saying you said what Gas said.
No, he said it. He said it.
No, I
Yeah,
know he
that's
said
crazy.
it. Don't, Gad. Shh. We defending you right now, bro. What are you doing?
I'm friends with Alex Dixon. Fuck it. I'm shaking his hand virtually.
Oh, that's what's happening here. Okay. Yeah, remember where you at now? We'll jump your ass. Oh, damn, that man made me really lose what I was talking about. Oh, no. So with all this shit going on with Miami, they legitimately have an opportunity. This is where I was going. So a lot of people have been assuming health when it comes to this team about when we get healthy. I think one of the biggest things about this stretch is that if we do not get healthy, like completely, enough guys throughout this roster have gotten like valuable minutes throughout the course of this season that I believe some of them could actually help us win. Like we can't continue to play without Jimmy and Bam. But I'm saying if a Deadman was to go out during a playoff series, then I believe that this stretch kind of has given us more confidence in being able to play your limited minutes. So other guys who wouldn't have normally gotten an opportunity to play that you've seen during this stretch, Threat, which one of those guys do you believe has the, I guess we'll say, the best opportunity to contribute in the playoffs?
Out of who?
Out of, let's say Yurt. Let's throw KZ in there for some fun because I know none of y'all ain't gonna pick his ass.
0% voting for KZ. I'm telling you that right now.
With Strus, Gabe, and we'll leave it at those guys. Caleb, obviously, but Caleb gotta take him out because he's gonna win. So we're gonna do KZ, Strus, Gabe, and Yurt.
I'm gonna say Strus, man. I'm gonna say Strus mainly because I think his who he needs to succeed, who his successor is. I think it's easy for him to fill in that role in that spot real easily and do the same amount of damage as that guy in front of him. So I'm gonna say Strus.
Brian.
Yeah, the same answer. I mean, Strus has been better than Duncan this season. So if Duncan goes down, like straight up, like if Duncan goes down, you probably have a better option there. So for me, he's the clear guy.
Duncan might be the greatest seventh man in NBA history. I don't know if y'all saw that boy tonight. He was legendary out there. Kendall?
I'm gonna go Gabe because his defense. And you know that's something that you can bring. That is not something that you like. That can be hot or cold. So I think Gabe's defense is more of a guarantee than Strus shooting at this point.
I see you out here looking crazy, Threat. What you got to say to that?
Oh, brother. Gabe, Vincent, this is what we doing?
Whoa,
bro.
What you mean?
Come playoff time, like what I said was that his defense is more consistent than Strus' shooting. I don't
see the problem with that.
What Spo would lean on? You know what Spo's gonna lean towards.
Well, two things. One, I think Strus's impact will be more. Like I think the impact of his shooting will impact the game more, especially when you got Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo out there. And two, I think Oladipo would have something to say about, the impact of Gabe's defense out there as well, because I just feel like, I don't know.
Are you saying you can have too much defense?
And not enough offense, correct.
Interesting.
Man.
See, I personally, I don't see Gabe as like a lack of offense because he creates for himself and others. It's just not as efficient as Strus would be. Like Strus fits better with Jimmy and Bam. But it is a very interesting debate between those two.
I'm gonna tell you what happened, Gadiel Cartagena. That COVID hit Gabe, Vincent, and motherfucker forgot what Gabe was doing the past couple of weeks. That's what happened. Gabe will beady bopping bitches out there on that court, man. 14-15, great defense, running the offense like the way him and Lowry were playing together. That's something that had legs to it, not Threat. Not just this true shooting.
I'm not on the bandwagon with y'all on this Gabe Vincent shit at all, and I'm gonna stay my ass.
What is the bandwagon? What he's been like an incredible player off the bench this year. Is this slander? Like what?
No, it's not really slander. It's not slander because I haven't said anything bad about him. I'm just not biting the same, apple that y'all biting on. I'm not eating off the same tree as y'all when it comes to Gabe Vincent. I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we can acknowledge that Gabe was good.
Yeah, right.
You said what?
Eating that potato salad with
We can acknowledge Gabe is good, though.
though.
Like, Gabe has been playing really
Yeah,
good.
you can acknowledge that Gabe is good. Yeah.
You can.
No,
you
what about you?
You can.
That's crazy.
What about you,
No,
Threat?
You
How do
hate Miami
you
Heat.
feel? How do you feel Gabe Vincent's played this year, Threat?
I feel like he's playing better than what he was in previous years and leading into the season.
my god!
I'm not gonna say he's good. You know what I'm saying? He's very serviceable.
But his stretch,
right now.
his little stretch.
Yeah, his little stretch. You know what I'm saying?
Max Strus ain't good. Max Strus is serviceable.
Yeah, he
Max
alright.
Strus. I heard on the commentary today from the Suns, they were scared of Max Strus. I never heard anybody being scared of Gabe Vincent.
Have you
better go talk to
heard
Philly.
of Philadelphia?
You better go
76ers?
talk to Philly.
Man, listen.
Admiral
I mean,
Akbar
I'm
up
scared
in
of
Philly
Gabe.
going crazy every time he hears Gabe Vincent's name.
I'm scared of
You
Gabe
scared of
Vincent.
Gabe because you don't even want the man in the game.
I'm definitely scared of that ever happening. I'm not.
Exactly.
I don't want to slander Gabe Vincent, man. I'm just not on the bandwagon.
You
That's
can just say he's good.
You
Like,
just say he good. Though. That's
it's
all
not
we
like
ask.
what-
He
he's
has
good.
been
What-
good.
what do
Caleb's
we
good, Strus
what
is
do we
good.
classify as good? You know, if you
A
make it to
player
the
who-
NBA,
a player
if
has
you make
won
it to the
us
NBA,
games
you
this
good,
year.
right?
A player who has won us basketball games this year.
You could be Chris Silver.
You know what I'm saying?
You could beat
No,
your
but like,
Alcala.
we're not saying he's like overall, like, is he a top 100 NBA basketball player? No, but
No.
he's a minimum contract. I think he's a good, like, 10th man right now for what he's been giving us. You could argue he's been better than that. I'll argue that, but I think we should all be able to accept that he's a good 10th man.
Well, going back to the original question, right? Is if the person in front of Gabe goes down, who are we most confident in? I'm not confident in Gabe Vincent replacing the guy in front of him at all.
Why not? The person in front of Gabe Vincent is much better than the person in front of Max Strus, by the way. Thank you, Daniel Rutledge, for the 199. Don't know. He said,
That's
but
true.
bro, that's the wrong your Daniel Rutledge. You're bugging. Gabe has been amazing. Bro, I don't know why I've been doing that to people so much lately. I'm sorry.
Because
I
they
did not
should
mean-
know they're adults. They should
I
know.
appreciate it, but it's definitely wrong. But no, the person in front of Gabe Vincent is much better than the person in front of Max Strus. So we can say, okay, so there is that.
Yeah, I agree with Threat. Like, it would be
Gabe, right? But Gabe has been more than serviceable replacing Lowry in the game that he's missed.
Mm-hmm.
He's been more than serviceable starting next to Lowry. Like, he's been good, bro. He's been fine. He's been good.
Let's see how the season plays out.
Okay.
That's
okay.
crazy.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's talk about this next game, which we got to wait until Wednesday, guys. That means everybody get a little break. So Wednesday we got the Atlanta Hawks. We go to Atlanta. This was the last game that we got to tip off this time of night. So thank you for that. But we got the Atlanta Hawks. So let's go around this horn. Gabriel Cartagena. The boy feeling good?
The boy feeling great. I saw a video of Trae Young dying on every single screen that he got against the Los Angeles Lakers en route to Avery Bradley having, I think, 27 points. Just set screens on him. Not that hard. Cut back door. Everyone will be open. The Hawks are really, really underperforming this year relative to last year. Like, this is a team that we should beat, and I will be disappointed if we lose. I don't care if they're at home. I don't care if it's a division rival. None of that shit. We're a better team than them, with or without Jimmy. Beat them on Wednesday. It's that simple.
I think, like, the problem is that they're still good on offense. It's just defensively, they are absolute shit. They have Trae Young out there. So I believe Kyle Lowry should go for 40. Threat, the boy feeling good?
The boy feeling amazing. I always thought the Atlanta Hawks were very, very, very fraudulent. I never believed the hype in the Atlanta Hawks. They give up more points a game than they score. I mean, they are dog shit. So yeah, the boy feeling good. The boy feeling amazing.
Brian, the boy feeling good?
The boy feeling good. I mean, I feel like if you lose to the Lakers, automatically I have no faith in you. Avery Bradley and
You have no faith in the Miami Heat.
Huh?
So you have no faith in the Miami Heat.
That was a fluke.
Fair point.
THT and Avery Bradley combined for 40 against the Hawks. So I have basically 100% confidence that this is going to be the 40 ball game for Herro. Yeah, it's going to be a blowout.
I mean, that's interesting because, hey, listen, that boy got close tonight.
Royal, in the third quarter, I really thought, I was like, you know what? Maybe he gets it.
Hey,
listen, it's close.
I started sweating
The
a
Hawks
little
are
bit.
going to play better defense, so.
That is true. They're going to play much worse defense, Brian. because they cannot.
Exactly.
Kendall, the boy feeling good?
The boy feeling good, you know what I'm saying? It's the Hawks. Them boys struggling, like y'all say, they don't defend. And the White Garden Snake, he should get that 40 ball, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been hearing he a bucket, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't seen a 40 ball, a 50 ball yet. I ain't seen 71 in TD Garden. So Tyler, I'm putting you on notice. Go for 40. Go for 40.
What if he gets 39?
What if he get 39?
39 isn't 40.
Yeah, it ain't 40, bro.
It don't got the same ring to it.
It don't got that ring.
More.
Exactly.
What does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, well, it's the Atlanta Hawks. So the Heat about to blow that shit out. Fuck is you talking about? I told y'all last game that I was about to blow the Phoenix Sun out. Y'all didn't want to listen to me, bro. I'm a Nostradamus with this type of stuff, bro. I'm never wrong, bro. I never lost. Okay, so don't even think that I'm gonna be wrong this time. Trae Young is out there playing defense, which means whoever he's guarding should score easily. By the way, I think that's the only team that employs more Caucasian men in their rotation than we do. So there's a lot of.
They got two.
Have they played a game since January 6th?
The questions that need answers, Gadiel Cartagena. They would
be dangerous if they haven't played a game. We didn't. Look what happened tonight.
They got Herter and Bogdan Bogdanovic. Yeah.
Hey, we got 3.
They're gonna be out with QAnon protocols.
And let's go Brandon merch.
Man, tell you. A tiki torch scratch. That's what the fuck it's gonna be. Yeah, we've been going for an hour and 1. I'm actually getting pretty hot around here. I got on too many clothes. This Tyler Herro jersey burning me up because that boy was on fire tonight. So thank you guys in the comments as always for joining, making it so much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to Gad, Threat, Kendall, and Brian for joining me. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. Let me get to the video. Play the video, Royal.
Jimmy buckets. Clutch time.
Tyler Herro, what a finisher he's becoming.
Lane, Oladipo. Oh, that's right. You better mean mug after you dunk on somebody that way.